want a national championship?
I think about 95% of your fan base already disagrees with you. They think they already won a championship. Urban Meyer slid in and said, y'all had the best roster in the last 10 years. They drank the Kool-Aid, and they're like, we already won.
Well, no, that's not how football works, and I don't think Urban Meyer of all people thinks that.
I know that. The rest of the college football world knows that.
I think Urban Meyer would be the one to be like, yeah, no, offseason means we still got some work to do to win a national championship.
You would think, except my man went out there and said, oh, this might be the best roster Ohio State has ever seen. It might be. It might be. Oh.
Talent-wise.
Okay.
But you still have to manifest that talent into a national championship.
So the best team y'all have ever had, and you still don't know who the quarterback is. Now, that's interesting.
I don't know who the quarterback is. I don't know that.
I don't think any of them know who the quarterback is at this point. I think if they knew for sure, they would tell you.
And yet, and still, even if they didn't, the rest of the talent is there.
Okay.
No, you don't think the rest of the talent is there?
Yeah, man. You know, this team looks so much better than 2016 Buckeyes. This team looks so much better than 2019 Buckeyes with Justin Fields and J.K. Dobbins. To hell with those guys.
Well, those guys went to a national championship.
Hell with those guys. Yeah. No.
Oh wait, no.
This
2020 did. 2020 did.
This team looks better, for sure.
According to
no
Urban Meyer,
question.
I'm not saying that.
You know what a poison pill is, Josh?
No. Nope.
This is a poison pill for Ryan. Oh, it absolutely is.
I mean,
it absolutely is.
But if he wins with it, then
it's a poison pill. Well, yeah, that's what a poison pill is.
Oh, okay.
If you put it in there and you succeed, you get to hold it up and be like, look how tainted the season was, and look what I did with it. Look at all the odds that we had to overcome. Look at what we did. Everybody talked about me spending $13 million. Everybody talked about our top-heavy roster and how they were only here for money, and we actually came together and won the championship. It becomes a battle cry.
Where does the 13 million number come from?
However, hold on, we'll come back to that. That's erroneous.
Will we?
However, if his ass lose, Urban Meyer and company and the rest of the brass in Ohio State get to point to this was the best roster in the last 10 years, and you still lost.
That's fair.
Gotta go.
That's fair.
Gotta go.
Do y'all get to say anything if we beat y'all, though? Y'all get to say anything about that if we beat y'all?
About the strength of the roster? I will tell you right now, I would not be a person to come out and be like, oh, but y'all bought all these players if y'all beat us. That's not what I'm about to do.
Okay.
That's not what I'm about to do. I can't speak for what anybody else in the fan base is going to say to you.
Just like I gave up on the asterisk.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
Y'all won the title. Y'all won the title.
They still in that chat talking about a hammer, bro. It's. I'm actually sad for them.
They are.
I am sad for them.
I don't give a shit about the hammer anymore. I don't care.
But they care so much.
Y'all won the title.
They care so much.
Where we win the title and y'all get to shut up.
They care a lot.
That's all I want.
They care a whole bunch.
Yes, Chillmonger, shout out for the title. The title is amazing. You know, I make good titles from time to time.
Oh, what's the title? Let me see.
I called you Angela Yee again.
Yikes.
No, I told you what the title was. Sometimes you gotta pop out of show CRODIES.
Yeah, what is that?
That's what the title of the chat is. Sometimes you gotta pop out of show CRODIES. Because you know we're gonna talk about the concert. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the concert. Shout out to Dang Beto. Shout out to Tony Robinson. Yeah, we gotta talk about the fact that they're filming a video, and
they've been filming this video for like a month.
The game is nowhere near it. The game is nowhere near it.
Damn. Did you hear the walking back? Oh, but I put Kendrick Gold and I did the.
I didn't hear all of it because it was 17 minutes.
Family, stay your ass over there across the border where you placed yourself.
Facts.
Where you placed your. No one asked you to say anything. No one said, I wonder what Jay Sean thinks about this.
Yikes.
No one. Not a single soul.
I definitely didn't.
You decided to put yourself over there with the Maple Leaf. So enjoy it.
Gross.
Stay over there, fam. Don't try to tell me how much you mean to the Bay. Now, hey. I didn't hear not one person in that crowd being like, hold on, wait, y'all. We missing the game. Don't take this photo yet. Let me call Jay Sean.
Nobody.
And we can put him in here. Yeah, no one.
I'm glad no one said that too.
No one gives a shit.
But to be fair, we also aligned ourselves with a Maple Leaf. What up, Chillmonger?
Nah. Well, nah. He cool. He's a down Maple Leaf. Flew downwind.
Yes. Game Goofy. Canada can keep him. I ain't heard Game Goofy since we talked about it years ago. All right. What are we starting with? We're gonna start with Dubs and L's. We're gonna start with
Yeah, we're gonna start with Dubs and
Monica.
L's, and I'm gonna start. And I'm gonna start
Oh, look at that.
taking initiative.
Look at that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's get into it. W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give it up to the things that we like and L to the things that we don't. Somebody else said something in the chat. What they talking about? Sometimes you gotta pop out and show credit. You know what I mean?
As a
California representative, we're trading game for Chillmonger. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think that's a good trade.
Yeah. We'll go through the particulars of the trade tonight, and we'll let you know whether or not it's approved. We'll get back to you.
That is a solid trade. Ugh. You know, I'm down with that trade for sure. All right.
Oh,
It's on you. Yeah, you took initiative.
All right. Let's start with you actually know, I think this is the first time in a while that I have more dubs than L's.
Being positive.
First time in a while. Here we go. First one. Shout out to the Pop Out, man. Shout out to
Pop Out
Ken and
was-
Friends. Just a once again, what this whole battle really has been, at least for me, a cultural reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a battle cry for delineation for Black people here in the States, for
Well,
Blackness, for anti-establishment, for a lot of things.
there was a lot of white and Hispanic people there at the concert, but they
As
pay for
patrons,
tickets.
as
They pay for I ain't like him young. You better never go to cell block 1. Yeah, it's a.
Love. Just make sure
How'd your little sister from?
They say Chubb's the only one that gets your hand-me-downs.
Baka playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified little boy, certified pedophile.
Nah, fuck him up. I'm gonna do my stuff.
Ain't trying like a bitch, ain't you tired?
Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably
A minor. All right, we got
that note.
no. We gotta sing it 7 more times. A minor. Now redo it 6 more times.
Baseball games, basketball games, football games, college events, homecomings, proms, graduations, weddings, bat mitzvahs.
International events that don't even understand what Kendrick is saying.
You want to know why that the show that he put on, even in the aftermath, because there were things about the curation that I would have done differently, of the show.
Yeah,
But
you made those things very apparent.
It did what it did, right?
Yeah.
The reason why the show of it was so important, though, in the aftermath, I can realize, was probably because of some of the scuttlebutt that was coming up out of rap circles leading into this concert that tried to dampen out the fire.
Yeah.
Oh, he was botting, and Act had some dude on his stream claiming that Kendrick's manager sent him $2,500 to bot 30 million stream, which sounds like bad math to me. But hey, I you know. And then, but if we look into it deeper, the name on the Zelle that he presented to Act doesn't track back to an actual LLC, so that literally could have been anybody zelling him $2,500.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
nasty work.
To combat all of that, my boy brought out the entire West Coast and let the rest of the nation watch as they danced on Homeboy's grave.
Yeah,
as they danced on Homeboy's grave.
He put on for the West Coast crazy. Like, not only new artists that I've never heard of or never heard a song from, but then like it made me go back and listen to Roddy. It made me go back and listen to obviously Nip. It made me go back to listen to YG. Like Tyler.
I listened to Weirdo more times in the last couple of days than I've listened to it since it came out.
You know what I mean? So like he really put on for sure.
And just to see the faces that's up there, bro. DeMar DeRozan spent 10 years in Toronto. Like he was there for the height of Drake at his sports fandom, right? Yep. Him and Drake, best friends, basically. Yep. Well, before Kawhi got there and won him a championship, it was DeMar, right? That's crazy. And first of all, do you know I've been trying to figure out why this nigga was trying to shout out D Rose in this damn song all this time?
You just to put,
nigga, I'm like, when did Derrick Rose play for the Toronto Raptors, bro? When did that happen? I was like, I know he played for a lot of teams, but I don't think he ever played for the Toronto Raptors.
That was crazy for him to call DeRozan
D Rose, but then it put it together when I see him on that stage. I'm like, that's D Rose. That's the D Rose. I'm like, who? It must be a rap D Rose. I just don't know about it. Some shit. I don't know.
Why didn't Serena pop out and show niggas?
Well, Serena got her own issues going on right now. We'll leave Serena in her sunken place for a moment.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, the D Rose, Russell Westbrook looked like he was having more fun on that stage than he's had in the NBA in the last 5 years.
Especially when he was with the Lakers.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Heel clicking with YG. It was lit up there, bro.
Westbrook claim a
Tommy the Clown was up there. Where the fuck did y'all find Tommy the Clown? Tommy the Clown popped out for this craze. Like he put the costume back on for the Not Like Us craze.
In the Bay. You don't know nobody about it because it's in the Bay.
Man. But, you probably right. But for me, Tommy been working at a tire shop for the last 10 years. And when he heard Not Like Us, he walked in a room and then he opened up his trophy case, popped out his afro, put his jersey back on, popped in his whistle, and he said, I must find Kendrick.
Yo. Nah, I mean, he's been getting royalties from Rise the movie.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
That was good, little. I'm surprised the set was longer than Tyler the Creator's, according to Maul, but he had a nice little.
He did have a nice set.
That was a nice set.
Tyler coming out was a surprise to me. I that was lit. That was lit.
I agree.
And he's like, oh, y'all know this shit?
Yes, everyone knows it.
Yep, lit.
And then my boy, the other guy who sings Bad Habit. I bite my tongue like a bad habit. Why can't I think of his name now? That's my boy. I like him.
I think there were some butthurt groups.
He's from the internet. Why don't I know his name?
Oh, we're still on guy. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Steve Lacy. Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Steve Lacy. Yes. That's my boy. I like him.
Will T said I turned Tommy the Clown into Batman. That's what he was. That's what he was for a minute. He was Bruce Wayne in it for a minute. He had to go get his cowl and cape.
Low-key.
Had to go get his cowl and cape.
For sure.
But no, there were some butthurt parties around the pop out. Some folks that thought that they got left out. You see the clip?
Uh,
I just think there were a lot of Mexicans that got left out of the party.
Oh no, I didn't see
Oh, you
that.
didn't see that part?
No.
It was I don't know whose podcast it was, but it was some Latin individuals. It was I think some Mexicans got left out of the party. This was for LA. This was for LA, and we kind of got left out.
What they mean? YG was out there.
First of all,
My
you-
bitch
you
go
chill.
loco, go loco, go loco.
But let's put the obvious of the not like us theme aside. Let's put the fact that any number of Mexican people in LA could have purchased a ticket and got in the crowd, just like all the ones that I've seen up there,
There's a lot of them.
right? If you're talking specifically about performers, explain to me why they would pack the lineup with Mexican performers on Juneteenth.
That's a little crazy. It's definitely a little crazy.
Like run that back by you. Say that to yourself and make that make sense. But then it made sense to me because as he continued talking, he showed why he didn't even get it. He was like, "Oh yes, I think that's because of the massacre in Tulsa. I don't want to be wrong, but I think it's because of the massacre in Tulsa."
Well, you're wrong.
You're wrong as shit. Wrong as shit.
It has nothing to do with Tulsa. Close, but it has nothing to do with Tulsa.
It is very funny. It's like I seen a wedding in India playing Not Like
I
Us.
think I've seen that too.
It's like y'all in Bangladesh talking about Not Like Us. Like it's they don't get it. They don't understand. It's like an insider that just keeps insiding. It's very funny.
Yeah, no, it's for us. Us. So,
It's so funny. It is very funny. But that everybody's not like that. Obviously, there are people from other communities that have been able to enjoy in the craze that Not Like Us has created without trying to like claim a part of it. Like, yeah, no, that's us too, or we made that too, or we created that too. They're not trying to KRS-One the whole shit up,
Sure.
So I'm not putting that on everybody. I'm just saying there are some individuals who are very sore butted and missing the whole point.
For no reason.
Missing the whole point.
For clout.
The man said they not like us. There's a they. There's very clearly a they.
He even mentioned slaves in the song.
Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. If that don't apply to you,
Jesus.
anyways, yes, the Cannon friend.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drew. Wait to see the video. LeBron gonna be in the video. He gonna be in the crowd at the concert.
Sure.
Then he gonna be at the club when they was in there.
Yeah.
I would be trolling.
Saying that they were at the not like.
What other situation would LeBron James and Serena James be in touches of daylight? Then what?
No, I agree. I guess I'm
like short room distance. LeBron and Savannah James.
I'm always leery of daylight. That's all it is.
That would be that's another reason why I don't believe him. So not back to back thing, but we'll leave it alone. We'll leave that argument for another day.
Long history of daylight saying some shit,
and then walking away from it. But again, maybe the first thing he says is the actual truth. Anyway,
he says a lot. He says and does a lot of shit. Twerking on a whole nigga during a battle rap.
Yikes! Shout out to Ludacris for his concert at a Milwaukee food court. It looked like.
Sorry,
you didn't see this?
I'm sorry,
bruh.
What?
Hold on.
Don't call it a pop-out concert.
It was literally a pop-up concert.
Don't refer to that as what Kendrick did.
No, it was a literal pop-out. Like not like I'm about to market it and put it on Amazon. No, nigga. I'm walking in this bitch with speakers on my head.
Okay.
Free concert. Hey,
what's the concert? Because never mind.
First of all, I would pay at least $70 to go see Ludacris right now.
70?
Yeah, for sure.
I would pay to see Ludacris. I wouldn't pay $70.
I would. A Ludacris concert right now would be lit.
It would be lit. I wouldn't pay 70.
You would pay 70 bones. Paid 100 for Kanye. You can't pay 70 for Luda.
50 tops.
It's a little disrespectful.
Is
He
it?
got the hits.
He does. He has a lot of hits.
The fight's out. I'm about to punch yo. Lights out.
Get the fuck back.
Guard your grill.
What's going wrong?
They can't stand still.
I've been drinking and fucking
You and I
been thinking
No,
of busting
and
you
you
inside the
on
motherfucking
the
highway.
highway.
And then your friends jump in. This isn't a concert. He's literally just walking around.
It's a pop-up concert. Free concert.
He's literally just walking around.
Nope, it's a concert. He got backup singers and everything. Crowd going crazy.
They're all just walking around.
They going word for word.
Yeah, well, I would too. Maybe it's very literally a pop-out.
We might have to move to Milwaukee. Is that where Ludacris live?
I would hope not. Milwaukee.
Move! Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way!
Ludacris living in Milwaukee is insane.
It's a little crazy. It's like Dave Chappelle living down the road.
No, because
It's
Ludacris.
just
Well, I hear what you're saying, but Ludacris has another Fast and Furious movie he has to record. So, like, you
coming
know,
out a little choppy.
he got to be on set.
How's the audio and video, y'all? Is it as bad as it looks on my phone currently?
I don't see nobody saying anything. What the fuck is Luda doing in Milwaukee? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Luda hit the flea market with the Bose Bluetooth and a mic. Facts. Big facts. Shout out to William Moloch. Shout out to Leader. Shout out to Will T. You know what I mean? Oh, no. Will T said AOL dial-up acting up. Y'all look good on my screen, according to William Moloch. You know what I mean? That boy got that AOL dial-up. I'm glad y'all not saying that about me anymore. You know what I mean?
Double check. I already switched bands. Look what else to do.
Champs acting up. Don't come into the fucking live stream talking about champs and then acting up. What's up? A little late, but I'm here. Shout out to Mr. YouTube 92. Zane Battle says y'all good now. Y'all both look and sound good. So it's been raining a little bit out here. You know what I mean? For the first time in like 2-3 weeks.
We've been in the middle of a drought, boy. It's been 90. I got a little heat rash
and shit.
Been wearing nothing but tanks. I got a heat rash back behind my pits.
You need to wear sunscreen.
I have the skin of the ancestors.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you don't need to wear sunscreen.
That is my sunscreen.
It's not.
It's not.
Black people wear sunscreen.
Yes, they do. Yes, you do. I'm just not accustomed to putting it all the way back here on my back.
I wouldn't have done that either.
And I was like, fuck.
Then again, I'm also wearing apparently the shirt that local cantina people wear.
Modelo. They wear like that's their like uniform shirt.
Literally went into the local
so
cantina.
So niggas asked you for a beer?
Well, no, I was sitting at the bar, so they wouldn't ask me for.
It's like, excuse me, can you drink while you're working?
That's crazy. Literally, they were all wearing the same shirt. Well, one person had just Modelo like right here, and then the back looked like this. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'm a worker, I guess.
I guess I'm still going, huh? Yeah.
So thank you, my boy.
That was Luda's pop out. I got a couple more things on my phone. I'm not gonna plug this damn thing in so I can charge. Actually,
Luda's pop out is insane.
So my next dub is going out to Reggie Jackson, former former Yankees great. He was on. Is this Inside Baseball? No. This was a pregame. Looks like a pregame to the St. Louis, San Francisco, and St. Louis game.
You were watching the San Francisco St. Louis game?
I absolutely was not. I am not a baseball fan.
You were into
but I'm a fan of black men telling the truth about their experiences in the workplace with racism. So let's listen to Reggie Jackson.
In baseball, sure.
That's Alex Rodriguez.
Gross.
Alex, when people ask me a question like that, it's like coming back here is not easy. The racism that I played here, when I played here, the difficulty of going through different places where we traveled.
I don't think they were expecting him to give this answer.
But I wouldn't wish it on anybody. People said to me today, I spoke and they said, you think you're a better person? You think you won when you played here in Concord? I said, I would never want to do it again.
Jesus.
I walked into restaurants and they would point at me and said, "Can't eat here."
We definitely didn't expect him to say that.
Yikes.
Can't stay here. We went to Charlie Finley's Country Club for a welcome home dinner, and they pointed me out with the N-word. He can't come in here.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Josh, when did Reggie Jackson play in the Major League Baseball league?
It was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Give us a fact check.
Oh shit, my fault. I think it was in the 90s though. That sounds about right.
It was
Was
definitely
it with Darryl
it was like
Strawberry?
our parents' generation, or maybe like our older siblings, like
Oh, you know what? Darryl Strawberry
Gen
played for the
X.
Mets. I'm tripping.
Gen X.
But yes, he played. Oh shit, I'm tripping. He played from 67 to 87.
67 to 87, right? Okay. He played from 67 to 87? God damn.
And he played for the Yankees from 77 to 81.
Okay. All right. All right.
14-time All-Star.
I definitely thought it was more towards the 80s, but again, the man played to damn near the 90s.
He
From the
played-
60s to the
played
90s.
in most of the 80s,
God
so.
damn. Woo! Shout out to Reggie Jackson, man. They definitely didn't expect him to say that he would never be a Yankee again if he had the chance to do it again.
I'm not all that surprised.
Holy shit.
RIP to the Say Hey Kid. RIP to Willie Mays as well. That was a big. That's a legend right there. That was a big one.
Last dub I got is going out to the greatest Michigan name ever born.
Charles Woodson.
Ever dawned on a person. Greatest Michigan name ever.
The person has a name that worked for Michigan.
Oh my God, it's such a perfect name. Y'all don't hear me coming on here ranting and raving about recruiting all the time. But damn, when you get a recruit that not only recruit or come and commits to your team while camping at a rival, like that's automatically going to be a notch. Like I'm always going to look at that guy and be like, you know what, you all right. But to do that with the name Brady Hart.
Oh, yeah, he does. Now,
that's strong.
To be fair,
that's strong.
He literally just got an Ohio State offer.
An offer is an offer.
But decided to throw, hey, I'm doing this over Ohio State. All right, bro, chill out.
Fam, he was literally there camping, got his offer, and then after that, he got a little call from a little birdie in Minnesota. From a little birdie in Minnesota.
I'm starting to think some
told him, hey,
Michigan
man,
people are
don't go there. Don't go there. Poppycock. Go to the champions. And he said, you know what, JJ? You're right. I'm gonna go win a championship. I'm gonna go win a ring.
He's not doing that.
I'm gonna win a ring.
He's not doing that. I need to know, are some of these Michigan people doing this for the clout? It seems like it.
He's not from Michigan. He's from Florida.
No.
He's from Florida.
He's going to Michigan, and
right?
So he's doing this for a little bit of clout.
Well, I don't think he would have went to camp at Ohio State if he didn't want them to offer him. And he already had a Michigan offer before he decided to go visit Ohio State.
So then if you were always going to go to Michigan,
I think that tends to say that he wasn't going. He hadn't decided yet where he was going. If you had the Michigan offer and you're still camping with other schools for offers, that tells me that you haven't decided yet.
The ounce of bail I will give to him is that apparently he's been DMing people to remove the story that he said about the.
Well, it's obviously not a good look. He doesn't want to put a target on his back. I'd be doing that too. But I don't think that changes the calculus of how it happened.
I think literally going from a camp to
you've been sitting. He's been sitting on this offer. What is it about the Ohio State camp? If he just really didn't enjoy it all that much, maybe
he's been sitting on the Michigan one.
Right. So if he ultimately decides to go to Michigan, he could have said yes to Michigan at any time. Why did he choose?
You're right.
While he's in Columbus to do it. Yeah.
Little weird.
Hey, that's man, I love it. It's a beautiful story. Love that it worked out.
I can't wait until our DNs.
Fam, you're not going to see that kid until 2028.
No, for sure.
He's a class of 2026. Somebody else will probably starting when he gets there.
I can't wait until the time where he starts and our DNs, D tackles, and our linebackers.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. All y'all get middle fingers for all that bullshit y'all sucking in the chat. Fucking Gray DMing me my own picture looking insane. No, I'm not showing you. No, hell no.
Or you can just show me.
Nope.
Somebody send it to the pod.
Delete it.
Send it to the pod DM, Gray.
Delete all that shit. I'm not playing with you, piggy.
I appreciate you. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what's going on. We have had some inclement weather here throughout the day, so
I thought it was raining.
maybe that's what it was about.
It was because you was talking about Michigan. That's what it was.
Yeah, we left off on Brady Hart. Hell of a name. Hell of a Michigan name. It's my last W. No, let's get all right. On to the L's so I can pass this off and hopefully we can get through this stream. I'm giving the Staffords, that is Mr. and Mrs. Stafford, as in Matthew Stafford, an L.
Deservedly.
Yikes. Now listen, I am all here for, truth, unbridled truth to help prospective couples and stuff like that. And some conversations are probably left for private. It is not incumbent on you as a celebrity's wife or a celebrity's husband to march y'all's personal drama out for your content. You don't have to do that. You don't have to let us know that you had an affair. You don't have to let us know that you didn't actually love your former partner. You didn't have to let us know that, you had some weird sexual situation going on with your son's friend. Like, we don't need to know this shit. We don't need to know it. We don't want to know it. We don't want to hear it from you.
Wait.
And the people that do want to hear it from you, it's very toxic.
Do we have more than one story about her?
No. I was kind of putting a whole bunch of other situations together to say we don't need to hear that shit.
Because I'm like, Jesus Christ.
No, her situation was she just had a very toxic relationship, I guess, with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
In which she ended up dating his backup to make him jealous. And then it seems like it worked because apparently he damn near assaulted her and wouldn't get out of her car.
Yep.
Grabbed her, wouldn't leave.
You shouldn't be with him.
That sounds like stalker behavior to me.
All right.
Like you literally described your husband as a stalker to the world. Now, I'm sure she has a completely different take on it and opinion and context. What you said was he got in my car and wouldn't leave until I said that I would date him, is what you said. It's what you told everybody.
Yeah.
We didn't need to hear that. That was for y'all. You think that shit's cute? Hey, listen, far be it on me to judge you. I'm just saying y'all should probably keep that between y'all.
You know what else isn't cute? Her. She looked like she was easily 45.
It was not a cute relationship. So maybe you should stop talking about it like it's cute.
Yeah. No, for sure.
L to the Staffords.
White women don't age very well.
Speaking about more athletes in LA. I guess that's a good enough segue.
Is it?
The Los Angeles Lakers thought they pulled a fast one, y'all. Right off the heels of the Kendrick concert, when everybody was still buzzing about that shit, they wouldn't hire JJ Redick. Do you know I found out about that shit on Saturday?
That's kind of crazy.
I really didn't know about it for 2 days. So it happened Thursday evening, Thursday afternoon sometime. Then Friday we were on we went up to New Philadelphia to the campgrounds to see her step-parent or her stepdad and mom. And so they didn't have service the other day. So then I'm just scrolling Saturday when we make it back. I'm like, oh no, they didn't. No, they did not. Like I see somebody put up a comparison between Sam Cassell's resume as a player and a coach and JJ Redick's, and there were a bunch of zeros next to JJ because
very valid.
He has never coached basketball, y'all. Not Pee Wee, not college, not AAU. He was on a podcast with LeBron James last year, and that got him the head coaching job for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm taking that flag from my room down. It's coming off.
Really?
I'm not entertaining this horse shit. I'm not doing it.
Damn.
I'm not signing up for this fucking circus. And it's all too convenient too. Like there's a bunch of weird shit going on coming out of LeBron's camp, and I wish he would just get the fuck out of LA. Like I'm fed up with it.
Are we talking about the Rich Paul shit?
I
too?
wish he would get the fuck out of LA. It's the Rich Paul shit. It's the we're working with journalists to try and defame Michael Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year. Like, yo, you niggas gotta really kick rocks. Like I understand why he has some trepidation about getting up on that stage, because everything about his demeanor says Kendrick, while his actions say Drake.
Ooh.
Everything about the moment says I have to be on Kendrick's side, being that I'm a Black American myself, right? But the way I move is decidedly Drake. I want to strong arm this franchise, not only to draft my son, which he's tweeting memes of him on Dallas's team with Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah.
What a fucking joke. What an absolute fucking joke. You are about to Nepo baby yourself into the fucking league as it is, and you putting together fearsome foursomes?
Fantastic Fours.
Fam, get the fuck out of LA. I hope this shit flames. I hope they go 0-10 right out the gate. They fire JJ's ass, and LeBron demands a trade for him and his son. They both can fucking go. This whole fucking circus that has netted us one championship in the bubble, I want it gone. Leave. Take Anthony with you and his wife that he couldn't marry in New Orleans. Take all of that weirdo shit and go the fuck on. Go. Gone. Yeah, y'all ain't know about Anthony Davis. Had to move, forced his way to LA because his underage bride wasn't necessarily legal to be with him in Louisiana.
Oh, ew. I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Take all that, take Rich Paul and all your freaky frog friends and get on, bro. Get on. I'm tired of this. JJ Redick is completely unqualified to coach games in the NBA.
Oh,
Even being that he
literally.
was an NBA player. He is completely unqualified. He's never coached a game before. How did that work out for Steve Nash?
Well, Steve Nash doesn't have two basketball podcasts.
Also, Steve Nash had a better team. Steve Nash had a far better squad
He did.
with younger players, closer to their prime.
But he didn't do a podcast with Kevin Durant.
I hate everything about this. The only reason why these are still up is because it's Bean.
Sure.
Magic, you might have to come down.
Well, I got to give an L to Woj as well. He completely tried to act like, actually, the guy from UConn is going to be the coach to Shams. And then Shams was actually right the whole time.
Yeah, he was feeding his boy some money on that. I'm completely convinced. Like, he was just trying to get Hurley some money.
Yeah.
Like, they were both working in tandem to try to bend the Lakers over for leverage, and it worked. It worked.
Well, that worked against Woj now, because now I'm looking at Shams like, you're the guy. You know everything going on.
He just Hurley probably wanted his perfect scenario at UConn, and he got it by threatening going to the Lakers for more money.
Well, his whole family is East Coast guys, so like it didn't even make sense to begin with. But it is what it is.
There were a lot more options than JJ Redick, and I'm utterly
they're-
sickened.
Literally, it's Sam Cassell
Sickened.
looking for a head coaching guy.
Sam Cassell, Juwan Howard, fam. Did you even call Jay Wright? Did you even call Jay Wright?
Monty
Williams just got fired. Oh my god! I am so utterly disappointed in Jeannie Buss. I thought she was showing a bit of spine with the Dan Hurley thing, but this is bad, yo. This is bad. He's an aging super. What is he netting you right now, today, that you can't go get on the open market? 25 points a game, 9 rebounds. I mean, that is an impressive stat line for his age, but I mean, that can be had. That can absolutely be had on the open market. I don't understand. And if he's so great, then go get a king's ransom and start this thing over, because again, we have gone through now since 2019. So 5 years of LeBron in LA?
I'm about to say we'll give up something for him, but it's not gonna be a king's ransom.
I want Mobley and Spider.
Nope.
Well, Spider wouldn't even work now because he got a $200 million deal.
Good job, boys.
So Cavs ain't getting him.
Securing that. Wait, what?
Cavs ain't getting him.
What? I thought
if they're going to invest this much into keeping LeBron in LA, then any potential trade they ask for him is going to be much more than whatever y'all would offer to get him back.
I'm looking this up.
And honestly, my team hasn't been good in the NBA for the last 2 or 3 years. So Or no, I'll take that back. Darvin Ham got them to the Western Conference Finals, and he got that guy fired. He got that guy fired for his podcast mate.
Yeah, bro.
I can't wait until he's yelling at JJ Redick on the sideline for trying to make him sit down and play defense.
It's not like
Oh,
we
how
haven't
dare
seen that
you?
before.
I'm tired of this.
Seen it a
I'm so
million
fucking
times
sick of
before.
this. I pray for the day that LeBron James is no longer a Laker. Y'all can call me a hater, call me whatever the fuck you want. The guys I rooted for in that would never go shoot a podcast with Maurice Cheeks, and then next week Maurice Cheeks is the head coach. But he got his hands up talking about, I don't run anything, I don't make no staff decisions.
William Moloch, y'all got the in-season tournament though.
Nah. Right, yeah. We got in-season tournament banner.
Apparently, Chad is just as confused as I am about this whole AD thing. I had no idea. I had no clue.
So AD's wife, if you look at her age now, and it tracks back to when I think they had their first child. Some weird timing there, some age. Nobody can put a definite age on her though, and that's why it really hasn't been a very loud thing. But
so like a giddy thing.
The age of consent is lower in California than it is in Louisiana.
Okay, all right.
And so there was speculation that he was strong arming his way specifically to Los Angeles on top of the LeBron clutch connection. Was, hey, you know, my prenuptials are legal here where they aren't in Louisiana.
Fucking gross.
Mm-hmm.
That boy is the mailman junior.
Just saying. So yeah, they both can go. And yeah. Anthony Davis had a great year last year. He can go. Yeah. So your services are no longer needed. I feel like I'm watching. I don't know what I'm watching. It's like Vlade Divac playing for the Lakers. It's like, damn, the stats look great, but we ain't won shit in a while. We haven't won shit in a while.
Yeah, but to be fair, the opposite direction is keeping. Well, you would have had Julius Randle, I guess.
We would have had Julius Randle. We would have had Kyle Kuzma. We would have had Lonzo Ball. We would have had. Could have kept Lonzo and and D'Angelo Russell together. Maybe that would have netted something. Who knows?
I feel like it would have been D'Lo and Julius Randle.
And then look at all of the role players that we let go: Josh Hart, Steve Mikhailuk,
and Josh Hart,
Ivica Zubac, Mo Wagner, just a bunch of guys.
You could have kept Julius Randle and D'Lo for a lot cheaper.
We could have a bunch of guys that we traded off this team. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope look like he's doing really good in Denver. He's playing great. That guy's playing awesome. Danny Green still making bust down shots. Literally, I believe the only reason why Dwight Howard isn't in the league today is because the Lakers let him go after one of his best seasons as a role player.
Literally, that was
like he took on the role player role. He took a lesser role, and then the Lakers didn't sign him back, and everybody else treated him like it was that and the whole taking advantage of men against their will thing probably wasn't great, but definitely the Lakers played a role in that. So
sure.
All right. Last L I got going out is to Sneeko for getting that tooth knocked out, boy.
I just saw JP sent. I don't know. Did he send you a DM about it too?
I don't think it was JP. It was who was it?
I think JP sent me a DM. He was like,
yeah, somebody else sent me a DM about it.
Y'all talk about. Somebody sent me a DM, and it was like, "Did you hear about Sneeko?" And I was like, "Yeah, but we'll probably talk about it next week."
Tooth missing,
and then I forgot about it.
And then played victim about it. No, nobody touched the security guard. So if you haven't seen the video yet,
somebody definitely touched the security guard.
The somebody is the somebody who lost his tooth.
Yeah.
Like you can track it back. You see somebody in a black hoodie reaching out, touching this guy's hat, and then he Superman punches and gave him a Roman Reigns punch.
From the top rope.
That's like the second time this year I've seen this man get beat up.
That's what he gets.
Get bloodied.
He deserves it. Well, he doesn't learn from it, so I guess.
No, he doesn't. No.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Fuck around and find out.
Facts. Yeah, no, fuck
as Starcracker would say. Did you realize her name is Starcracker?
It's Firecracker.
Oh, it's Firecracker.
Starlight. Firecracker is Starlight.
Firecracker isn't even better. Firecracker.
Firecracker. She has red hair.
Firecracker.
Firecracker is
firecracker.
crazy. That's crazy.
Firecracker is
No, that's
crazy.
insane. That's insane.
All right. That's it for me. You up?
All right. Okay. Should I start with dubs or L's? I only have a couple dubs.
I started with positivity.
My first dub is going to the fact that we're about to get this amazing Clips album.
We are going to get a
Pusha
good Clips
T.
album.
Is he going by No Malice still?
This man made me like a John Legend vocal performance.
Yo, the last John Legend performance I seen was insane.
Yeah, well, I'm
So
just not a fan, but I loved him on that song that they had at the Paris Fashion Show for sure.
I didn't even see it.
You
But
didn't see the video of the song that got released?
no,
So you haven't heard the music that's been circulating on the internet yet?
nope.
How do you know that we're getting a good Clips album then?
Well, first of all, it's Clips. I know we're getting a good album
Fam.
from Clips.
No, dead ass. You haven't heard the song yet?
No, I haven't heard the song yet.
What the fuck are you doing?
I didn't know there was a song already
This
out.
man got on here talking about the Clips album and you haven't even heard the
No,
song
but
that's
there have
going
been
on?
reports that this album is going to be fucking playing from people who actually went to an entire album listening party.
It was at a fashion show in France where they
Right,
shot this video.
Right. No,
Fam.
but I didn't hear the video.
So you got all of the context around this shit and you just haven't heard the shit.
I just haven't heard the song. I didn't know there was a song out already. I just heard, yo. Okay, all right. I'll listen. Yo. No Diddy.
Oh, hold on. We gotta do that. They probably will copyright. It's on Twitter.
I mean, we can always trim this part of the thing out.
We'll listen to it together. Screw it.
My sources didn't tell me about a song with John Legend yet. I know I'm telling you that.
Well, apparently I must be your only source.
No, my other source, Metro Boomin, wasn't on that song. So, you know, my sources didn't tell me about that.
No, because the light was plugged into the strip.
He went off on that Django joint.
Is the light plugged into the strip?
Yes.
Just trying to make sure I didn't turn it off.
It's in one of the ones in the middle. I can't remember. Cuz did the Markiplier punch. That's crazy. The Lakers were right to get rid of Kuzma. Yeah, because Kuzma trash.
Then we got a Kuzma hater in the chat.
Kuzma weak as fuck. You got a Kuzma hater on your couch.
That's crazy.
Actually, I'm not a hater.
How you hating on Killer Kuz?
Well, I mean, has he taken the Wizards anywhere?
Has he taken the Wizards anywhere? How dare you even ask that question?
I think it's valid. Just turned off. That's a valid question. What's Kuzma averaging these days? 18-6.
Baller? As a role player?
Why is he a role player?
Why is he a role player?
He's young enough to be much better than that. 17-6. I wasn't that far off. That's crazy. Without seeing a Kuzma game in forever.
Y'all niggas are hating crazy.
Hey, that's crazy. Haven't seen a Kuzma game since he's been in a Laker uniform, and I still called it. That's insane. No, the camera's not plugged in. No.
Get this going.
That is insane. 17-6 and 2 assists. 2.7. That nigga weak, bro.
This nigga is Kyle Kuzma hater.
Kyle Kuzma weak as fuck. And he had Jordan Poole. So, like,
Jordan Poole is X.
who's the star of that team if it's not either one of them?
It's Washington.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Nah, Jordan Poole got to be the star of that team, bro. Actually, what's Jordan Poole averaging? Some shit.
Here we go.
17-2.
And I realized in that instant Our last conversation was against it. Told you I was going to church for Thanksgiving. I heard what I wanted to hear, but didn't listen. You said you
Very
so
low.
cheating and fucked me in forgiveness. I see you with the D's and stuff, both for bridges. You even told Dad you wish up never split it. So you were checking boxes, I was checking my mental. Saying you was tight, but not ready to go.
Ew, John Legend's about to ruin this.
He doesn't ruin it too bad. It's okay.
He ruined 21 questions. He's not making the song better.
Just get through it. We just got to get to the next verse. It's okay. God damn it, John.
He is not making this better whatsoever.
No, he's gonna fade out eventually.
Okay. All right. That's crazy to have a feature do that.
Here we go.
Shout out Chill.
Shiver through my bone. Is that why you say shout out Chill?
No, he said Chill before that.
Oh. This sounds like a part 2 to Pray For You.
It does.
Love it.
And it makes me wonder, is No Mouse going back to, is he still sticking with religious bars?
I'll take it if it sounds like this.
That's a fact.
All right.
There was about to
I'll
be another
repost
John
it.
Legend hook right after that, wasn't it?
I'll go ahead and I'll retweet it so y'all can go to the Twitter page and listen to it in full if you'd like to
There's
get
about to be another John Legend hook. I know it.
a listen,
Ew.
a little bit more clear.
You know what's crazy is I don't hate John Legend on like that, but
Oh, I do.
He has been ruining performances.
I'm not a big John Legend guy at all. Definitely do without him. Oh, he's had some good songs. I don't want to hear him right now.
No, that's
You know what I mean? Like I'm good.
Is
Yeah,
the
I'm
stuff
good.
that he's doing outside of music impacting the way you feel about his music at
Uh,
some level?
I try not to pay attention to him and Chrissy Teigen. They're kind of cringy to me.
They're very cringy.
Plus, I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like we are just like maybe 5 years away from the tell-all with them. I don't know what it is. I ain't pointing to nothing specific. I ain't telling you I got no inside information. It's something that people well, number one, they are way too comfy with the Democratic Party. Way too comfy.
Agreed.
Like almost beholden to.
Yeah.
And then they just give off this weird ass vibe. As much like lovey-dovey stuff that they put out there for them to, it doesn't feel very warm. It feels very like
hollow.
Yes, very like, hey, we gotta show you this because it's our jobs.
Yeah.
You
No, I
know,
agree with that.
like every time I see them, they look like they trying to put on a show.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Which I'm very weary of those type of people.
Absolutely. Shout out to Kuzma from Flint, Michigan. Gross.
Flintstone.
Kuzma and Poole, the Shaq and Kobe of the Wizards.
Hey, stop it.
Kuzma hate his force. I'd love him on the Dubs. And Marcus is right. Poole is ass.
Yes.
Maybe an open marriage scandal. Could be.
I
Could
mean,
be. They kind of give that vibe.
yeah, I can see it.
All right. My only other dub is going to the new viral sensation, Hawk Tua girl.
You gotta spit on that thing. You know what I'm talking about?
And it's only going to her because of the country song that came out of that.
You gotta spit on that thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, that country song was insane. The AI country song.
That was crazy.
I'll knock the cobwebs off of that thing in a random place.
First of all,
oh my god.
let me just say, shout out to Haley. Is that her name? To Haley?
Haley, yeah.
She is the most normal looking white girl I have ever seen, yo. And that is crazy how people just go crazy. Like I get it. She said some very accurate stuff. Give her a little elbow. Good for you, sis. That's about it. They didn't put her fake, man. I want her back. Where is she? We searching for. Hey, yo, my guy. Head to the local watering hole and sit there for an hour. She gonna pop up. I swear to God.
Fact.
I swear to God, she gonna pop up.
She reminds me of a certain somebody from Akron.
Uh-oh.
I mean, not for what she does.
No, I'm about to say
It's just her vibe. Yeah, nah. Her vibe is very reminiscent.
It's
of,
another hot tour right around here. Is what you telling me?
I don't know what she was into. I'm just saying, like, her general vibe was like
Somebody
somebody
I
that
know.
we both know from Akron. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
We'll talk. Yeah, we can talk after, I guess.
I'll leave it
It's
at
not
that.
coming to me.
It will.
Hot tour is crazy, you know.
She reminds me of this girl perfectly. Just vibe. Again, I don't know nothing about her hawk tour, but yeah,
You got hot tea, spill that thing on her back.
that's crazy.
It's like if you put Cartman in a decently attractive body
Yo.
and set her on the streets of Knoxville to talk to content creators, that's what you get.
Yeah, no, and she was way too proud of that. I feel like if it was a black girl, it'd be a whole thing. She probably would have got fired or some shit.
Nah, I mean it wasn't. I don't feel like this was nothing bad or fireable. But I don't think we would be half as enamored if it was a black woman.
Well, I'm not enamored at all.
Matter of fact, there'd be 30,000 incels online talking about the depravity of women and why these modern women don't deserve husbands and why we all need to go to Puerto Rico and Ecuador to find our wives. We all should be in Bali finding our wives.
Is a fact.
Women with traditional values. Look at these whores. Talking about Haktua. Did your grandma say Haktua? Yo, grandma. Hey, listen.
Well,
Hey,
yo, get you here, your grandma.
Your granny was putting in some work, boy.
That's a fact.
Granny was putting in. Your granny wasn't no good girl, okay? Because your grandpa wasn't trying to sit down with that forever.
Your grandpa would be a rolling stone if it wasn't for that hawk too. You know what I mean?
Your grandma was in a holding it down,
insane,
holding the family together.
Anyway, speaking of other people who have gotten fired for the things that they've said on social media. Okay, so because of this situation, I've started watching a new genre of videos on YouTube. The balloon popping videos.
Oh, I hate these videos.
I hated the 20v1
I hate this shit.
The 20v1 thing was so fucking ratchet and bullshit.
This ain't no different.
The balloon popping thing is a little ratchet.
It gives them all a little bit more time individually to explain the bullshit.
Well, funny you say that, because I'm giving an L to the plumber guy who basically lost his job.
What's going on, Queen? What's going on, Queen?
The fucking picture that they're talking about me,
yeah,
that same face is the face that the plumber made throughout that video.
My nigga had lockjaw here. What's going on, Queen?
The same face I made is the fucking face that the plumber was making. He walked out doing that shit.
I felt bad for bro because although I felt like he was being how a lot of dudes on that show are when they're presented to the females and they get a bunch of pops. They pop fly, right? They're like, oh, I didn't want y'all bitches anyway. You ain't worthy anyway, Queen. Why you calling her Queen if she ain't worthy?
That's a fact.
You ain't worthy, Queen. You ain't worthy. Right? Even though he was being a little bit corny, I didn't think that he should have to lose his job because he pissed off a bunch of girls on a game show.
No, that's true as well.
Like that felt like garbage to me.
But I think that's because they probably received phone calls.
Yeah, that people started spamming his job. Like, yo,
we gotta stop doing that.
What is up with y'all?
Especially for a little shit like this. Like a motherfucker starts being racist as all shit and does some crazy shit to a nigga. All right, maybe we do need to call that person's job. No,
he's on a game show. Like, first of all, none of the women picked him, so we don't have to worry about anybody.
No. A girl did pick him. I
didn't watch the whole episode. I was just watching when everybody.
I did.
You're not weather, Queen.
Because I'm into.
You're not worthy, Queen.
A girl picked him. The best looking girl picked him, but he was the last nigga.
Oh, not the brown skin one that was reading in the riot act. That was the best looking girl.
No.
She said, first of all, you dusty. You look like a Ninja Turtle. That was the baddest one.
No. The girl in the black dress was the best looking one.
And she said, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
I think she only said yeah because he was literally the last nigga on the video.
Oh.
So it's like at this point, I gotta say yes to somebody. Let's go with Queen over here.
I fucked with the chick. She was like, I was gonna let you slide because I wasn't minding that you was, being rude to them because I don't like my man being hakiki in everybody's face. I was like, okay, that's cool.
You're talking about the
that
blue
chick-
dress girl.
Yeah.
She was cool. She was cool, but she wasn't the best looking one. It was the two next to her that looked cold.
You got it.
But their decision making a little crazy. But anyway, he ended up getting chose.
Yeah, no, these shows are stupid. They're dumb. Either the person being chose gets offended, and so now he's acting like an insufferable dick, or the girls are being super unreasonable with the things that they asking for or things that they saying. They'll be like, oh yeah, it's just like, the vibe is not there. Well, what about the vibe is not there? It just physically it's not working for me. Hold on, is it the vibe or is it the physical? Physically, the vibe's not there. Like, what do you not get? Like, what do you not understand?
You know what? Girls be bullshitting like that.
Like a motherfucker. Just saying
but
what it is.
at the same time, guys be bullshitting like that.
Not like that. Hell no.
Niggas be bullshitting too.
Nigga will tell you what he don't like about you. A lot faster than a female will.
So like
a female will keep fucking with you, knowing damn well she don't want nothing from you. Don't even want you around.
That's fair.
But will keep entertaining you as long as you are texting her.
That's fair. But I guess guys lie in ways to like not seem like the fucking dickhead.
Now a dude will disappear on you and then pop up like never happened
because that's convenient for them.
You know what I'm saying? But what he not gonna do is sit up here and be like, well, most ain't gonna be like,
some niggas that
I was about to say, most ain't gonna be up here, man. Oh, I love you. Yeah, we about to be together. I want you to do this and not really follow. If you got one of them, you need to run. Okay, you got one of them rare breeds. You got one of them love bombers.
That's what they call a fuckboy.
Yeah, you need to get away from one of them love bomber. Yeah, get away from that. Most niggas will just tell you, or they'll just show you in their actions that they're not interested in you.
I think there's a lot of real niggas who tell the truth that don't get the credit for it. But I do also believe that there are some lying ass niggas.
Well, that's when we graduate from honesty. Honesty is no longer the bar to communicating. I need you to communicate with me. Well, I am communicating with you. You just don't like what's being said.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But some niggas also don't want to be honest.
Sure.
I know
the humans don't want to be honest.
That's true.
Male or female.
That's true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like male and female, I think both sides got some lying ass people on it for sure. All right. I'm giving an L to YG.
An L?
Yeah.
You know who really bang a set? My nigga YG.
Yeah. Everything was going so well.
Still going well. Why isn't it going well?
Don't invite Bobby Althoff to the fucking Not Like Us
You
video.
don't understand it, man. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. See, just like the pop out, you know who really bang a set? My nigga YG. He was banging his set on the stage with Kendrick. Remember the Bobby lines in there? He linked up with Bobby in LA. And I bet you I bet you the reason why YG is in any vicinity of Bobby Althoff is that they were probably at the video shoot.
Wait, the Bobby lines.
Remember I'll be with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's and blah, 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 blah. He got a Bobby in LA for the shoot, just not the Bobby that you did.
No.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
No.
Yeah.
Get Bobby Althoff the fuck.
Nope.
She is not like us.
So now he got his own Bobby in LA with YG banging his set. See, you gotta get up here. We gotta get on another level with it. You understand?
Get Bobby Althoff away from the. She is literally not like us. Get Funny Marco on the set.
Yeah. Hey, listen. The continued Funny Marco disrespect is getting to me.
You know what I mean?
It is getting to me.
Like, damn, that nigga can't get a 2 seconds in the video, but Bobby Althoff is out here, whole ass treetop Pyru blood out here now.
Well, also, I don't think they can stop her from pulling up though. Like, And then when she do pull up, what you gonna do? You gonna dog
No,
her?
but she didn't just randomly
Get the
pop
fuck out
up.
of here, white girl. Get the fuck
White
out
T
of
was
here.
like, "Oh yeah, Bobby out here. She gonna rep the set, cuz or blood."
Come
He
on,
said
man.
blood.
You know niggas think it's funny to make white people do black stuff.
Why?
They find it humorous.
Not
I don't
now.
know. I don't know.
Not during the Not Like Us video. We just talked about this.
Fam, I think it was a play. I think he's gonna have a Bobby and a Whitney in the video with YG banging his set. You gotta see through the line.
Hey, dub to Whitney for showing up to the pop out and
Dope.
dancing hard as fuck to Not
Dope.
Like Us.
Dope.
Dub.
Why doesn't Whitney follow you? Why isn't she around? Why?
You know what? Bring Millie Bobby Brown to the set. Don't bring Bobby Alhoff. We don't need that Bobby.
It's his own Bobby. It's the closest Bobby he can get his hands on. She stay in Cali.
Bring Bobby Brown.
You know, she live in West Hollywood. That was just
Yo,
a drive down the street
bro.
for her.
Bring Bobby Jones Gospel, not Bobby Alhoff.
Hey, Bobby
okay?
Jones gospel is crazy.
Bring literally anyone else named Bobby, not Bobby Alhoff. Jesus Christ. Bobby Alhoff will play the role of they in Kendrick's music video.
Now, if she actually signed up for that to do that, I would give her a black fist for that.
Bobby next grift. It's a date, YG. All right, y'all gotta chill. That concert had to have Drake in his feelings for sure.
They
For
played Not Like Us
sure.
5 times and they sung it word for word every single time.
So did
Chloe Bailey was in the crowd.
Mhm.
I think Chris Brown was there. LeBron was there. They are A minor. How do you go kick it at OVO Fest now? If you was like,
I'm not going to OVO Fest. I don't think Chillmonger's in Toronto. He's not going
Yo.
to OVO Fest.
this is why it really hurt my brain for people like trying to twist themselves into knots, explaining, oh, well, yeah, here go Joe Budden. Well, I knew he had bots and it still doesn't mean anything. First of all, Joe, no, you didn't. Stop the cap. Second of all, why would he even need to bot the energy that Drake created with some of the shit that he chose to say?
Drop.
Kendrick turned this into a cultural war. Drake walked in unarmed. That's it. That's why it's so viral, because Kendrick made a lot of people be seen. And then Drake turned around and tried to make fun of those people. He created a us versus them mentality. And then Drake put himself decidedly in the them category. The Weeknd was there kicking it. OVO Weeknd. You got snakes in your camp, and now they came to bite you. You got no niggas no more. They all trying to fight you. What happened?
You know, this nigga always tried to play the fucking Metro Boomin Big Sean album.
We don't have time for that right now.
I haven't listened to that album
We
since
don't
it dropped.
have time for that right now.
Just saying. All right.
Metro is on some weird shit, bro.
Oh, Drake lost RDC too. It's a fact
Yeah.
because Mark was up in there.
I definitely thought that, Metro was gonna be on some righteous shit right now with Drake, but like, it can't be fuck BBL Drizzy and you still playing this shit in all your sets, boy. That's some broke boy behavior. Oh yeah, fuck you. I don't fuck with you, but I'ma still use your name to make some money. Ugh.
I would go see Metro Boomin and not have
Mm.
anything to do with Drake. I hear what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, going out of your way to play Drake tracks for the crowd while simultaneously telling the crowd that you don't fuck with Drake.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
It's a little bit of conflict there.
A little bit. Next L is going to the Boston Celtics because fuck Boston. Just fuck Boston.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say they just won a title.
They did.
Unfortunately, because Luka can only play defense for one game in a series.
Facts. If I look at the Lakers championship, like, it wasn't all that. Then I'm definitely looking at Boston's like that because if niggas was healthy, they wouldn't even made it that far.
Fuck Boston.
So
I didn't even realize that Jimmy, Giannis, all of them just went down. Like,
Yeah,
man, they just had a nice little breeze.
you know what I mean? So, if anybody looks at and I'm not even a Lakers fan, but if anybody looks at the Lakers championship like that, then you have to look at the Celtics championship the same way.
Facts.
Because they wouldn't even made it close to the championship round. Especially with Giannis and fucking Dame. No, I mean they weren't amazing together, but like
if they would have been able to play for at least half a season together, they were never all three of them. Lillard, Middleton, and Giannis were never healthy at the same time.
Yeah.
I might be a Bucks fan this season. I'm gonna go get me a Milwaukee jersey and be a Bucks fan this season because I'm for sure as hell.
Ludacris popped up in Milwaukee.
I'm for sure if I can catch another Ludacris pop-up concert, I would love it.
That's crazy.
But I am for sure as hell not rooting for the team that I've rooted for since I was like 5 years old. I'm not doing that.
That's insane.
I'm not
Where is the
doing this.
loyalty?
No. Oh, I've been loyal. I was here for Samaki Walker.
Be loyal to JJ Redick.
I was here for Samaki Walker. I was here for Chris Mim. I was here.
Oh, there have been worse teams, I feel like.
I was here for Smush Parker.
Ugh.
Okay. I was here for Darius Morris. I was here for Brandon Bass. I was here for
Kwame?
yeah, Kwame Brown. Trying to think of some newer guys.
I'm trying to think of
When Jose Calderon was our starting point guard.
Who was the y'all had an international before Pau Gasol, y'all had an international
Ramon Sessions.
Yeah.
Like I've been here through a lot and I put up with a lot. I'm not going to okay you giving the keys to old man LeBron to do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm not doing it. I would have fought like holy hell. I would have called Phil Jackson to see if he would have been the interim coach before I would have let him hire JJ Redick. Because that's what happened. LeBron hired JJ Redick.
Jordan Farmar.
Jordan Farmar was a beast. Don't talk about Jordan Farmar.
Jordan Farmar.
Sasha Vujicic, Vladimir Radmanovic,
Luke Walton.
Ronnie Turiaf.
Yep.
Come on, man. I've been a Lakers fan too long to sit up here and watch them hand the keys to a guy who had his career saved by Doc Rivers and then bit the hand that fed him for all those years. JJ Redick's ass would have been out of the fucking league, y'all. If not for those years with the Magic, JJ Redick would be something akin to Jimmer Fredette or Nick Stauskas.
Oh, well, Clippers too.
Doug McDermott.
Clippers too.
No, that's literally what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Is his stint at the Clippers and his brief stint at the 76ers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time JJ Redick has been relevant, a actual player in this league, he was playing for Doc. And then he bites the hand that feeds him because he's on TV all of a sudden. So what the hell am I supposed to expect him to do when he finally has a job like the LA Lakers coaching job, yo?
Robert Sacre.
Robert Sacre is his name. Yes, I was there through Robert Sacre.
That's what I was thinking of, though. Damn, Antoine Jameson.
Jordan Hill.
Jody Meeks.
Antoine Jameson, Jody Meeks. I rooted for those teams.
Adam
I sat there
Morrison.
and watched those teams play the damn Big Three Heat and expected them to win. Dwight Howard on the Lakers. Oh. Just disappointed. Utterly disappointed.
For sure. Understandable. All right, my last L goes to Justin Timberlake. I don't know. Well, first of all, Sexy Back. Sexy Back is the song.
Oh, I'm bringing testing back. No,
Yo. Okay. All right.
Cause I've been smoking and I don't know how to act. Yup.
Anything that he been smoking on is crack.
Yup. And then I went to my concert after that. Yup. Take it to the course.
Yo. Yeah. No, bro.
Refusing a breathalyzer and then getting released from prison
Mhm.
just so you can go work that same night.
And look insane.
Ooh, that's back-to-back ultimate white privilege stories. JJ Redick and Justin Timberlake. One guy has never worked in the position, and he's got the most prestigious one with the oldest, most winningest franchise in all of his league's history.
Yeah.
And another guy gets to get arrested, tell the cops to fuck off when he gets to the precinct, have him let him go, and then go to work.
And look insane. That boy was drunk and high off cocaine on that stage. Did you see his eyes?
That was that pink coat. That was
definitely
whatever
that
Nicki
pink
Minaj
coat.
was on when she got arrested.
That was definitely that pink coat for sure.
They was out there tripping the same way.
Bruh. It looked bad.
What I'm trying to figure out is how is everybody still getting their pink coke when Diddy's drug dealer is locked up and Carisha under investigation?
Yeah, I don't know.
How many mules we got here?
Let's see. Okay, so she's not Noma. Who would she be in this case? She wouldn't be Tariq
Effie.
either.
She like Effie.
Okay, she could be Effie.
Yeah, she Effie.
Carisha being Effie is insane.
She's Effie.
She's Effie.
That's probably where she got the idea to do this shit. She was watching Power and said, "Babe, let me take a pack. I got it."
Well, she was in BMF, so there's that too.
I feel like being bad. Let me get one.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, no, she deserves an L. Justin Timberlake deserves an L. It's insane. Justin messed over Janet, so he always gonna hold an L.
Yeah, that's
a
definitely
fact.
what he get. That's definitely what he get.
Fact. But it's not a big enough L for that.
I see you great. Too many options for sure.
He definitely got to answer for that Janet shit in a much bigger way than this. But yeah, no, that's it.
On and behind the cape.
On and behind the cape.
Gotta take a leak. Hope the stream doesn't take a shit.
Why would you say that? You're gonna jinx it. This nigga gonna jinx the whole stream. Anyway, shout out to who we got in the chat right now. Gray, William Moloch, Polo Boy. Polo Boy said JJ was good in Orlando too. Chill on the Great White Hope. JJ is the Great White Hope.
That's Tommy Doman or whoever that singer is.
That's crazy. No, you wasn't saying that shit last week. This nigga is saying the guy who made $1 million. Tommy Richmond.
Yeah,
Tommy Richmond is not the Great White Hope. JJ Redick is more of a Great White Hope than Tommy Richmond. Tommy Richmond has one single. He literally doesn't. He hasn't even worked a day at that. Tommy Richmond definitely has more of a resume than JJ Redick for sure. Well, no, because JJ Redick has played the game. This man. Why is James Gunn skipping Comic-Con? Is he? You mean to tell me he don't got nothing for any of the DC shit? That's crazy. That's insane. Kaylin Clark is the Great White Hope. Okay, chat. All right. I see what we on. We should have just stayed. We should have just stayed off. If y'all gonna say crazy shit like this, Kaylin Clark. Who is the Great White Hope? We're talking about sports, music. Ryan Gosling? Nah, let's I was gonna go somewhere I shouldn't have gone. Who is the Great White Hope? Who's the actual Great White Hope?
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Tom Brady?
Well, it's definitely not him. So let's
Tom Brady?
No.
Fam, who do white people exalt more than Tom Brady? Maybe like Hank Aaron. No, Hank Aaron's black. I'm trying to think of the who's the hockey guy? No.
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky. There you go. Wayne Gretzky, Babe Ruth, Elvis.
Wayne Gretzky is Canadian, I think. Isn't he?
Does that make him not white?
No, it does make him white, but for the sake of this,
it's a weird distinction to make.
For the sake of this,
actually, Wayne Gretzky is Canadian.
You called Hank Aaron white, so
it was an accident. I corrected it immediately.
For the sake of this argument, no, Canadians.
Okay, Elvis.
Oh God. Okay, maybe Canadians. I'm not going with Elvis. Fuck Elvis.
Who's the great white? Are we trying to find a great white hope that we like? The concept of great white hope is not necessarily something that I'm rooting for.
I was just about to say, legitimately, I don't care.
Right? I don't think you're going to find an option that you like. That's kind of the point. Caitlin Clark.
Somebody already said that.
Like Caitlin Clark. For sure is the great white hope.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. But see, I don't think they really. Boston loves Larry Bird. I don't think sports in general exalts Larry Bird the way that they should, because Larry Bird was much more ingratiated into the subculture of basketball and its compatriots than a lot of the owners, coaches.
I don't like how you threw the word
executives.
Patriots into a conversation about Boston.
I said compatriots.
You did, but the Patriots was there.
Anywho,
Fuck the Patriots.
I think Larry Bird was just a little bit too friendly to black people for all those great white hopers out there.
It's literally 2 black people and a chat full of black people
Christian McCaffrey,
having a conversation about who the Great White Hope is. First of all, the Great White Hope,
Jake Paul.
Donald Trump.
Oh, all right. Didn't know that's where we were going.
It has to be, right? That's the hope that they have, that white people will come back and,
Sure.
that's their hope, which is crazy. That's what you're hoping for? Okay, all right. You could add that.
Honestly, bro, just to wrap up our political conversation here, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. To be honest with you.
This combo took a
I don't think this is going to make that much of a
First
difference.
of all, some of the names that I've seen in here is insane. Dolly Parton, Conor McGregor, Luca, Christian McCaffrey, the prodigal son, JJ McCarthy.
People love Dolly Parton. Well, of course,
I
JJ.
understand. I understand why people will say Dolly Parton. I don't understand why somebody would say JJ.
Of course, JJ. When he put up this 40 touchdown season to Jefferson, you're going to understand it. And he's square right in the heart of white America in Minnesota.
It's pretty white.
You know what I'm saying? He make it in Minnesota, he going to be good forever. It's going to be like Brett Favre effect, only from the other team, from the opposite
Okay,
rival.
JJ, be the next Brett Favre.
No.
Be the next Brett Favre.
No.
Go ahead.
No. That's not what I was saying.
You already got the interceptions to match up. Yeah.
He has the interceptions to match up with
That
Brett
was a
Favre.
joke. Brett Favre be throwing interceptions.
Yes, Brett Favre does. Brett Favre. Certainly not JJ McCarthy.
He hands the ball off too much. You're right.
The disrespect.
Oh, man. JJ went to Duke. He has to be a great white hope.
JJ
Redick. Okay.
ass. I can't even. Coach Reddick.
Yeah. Somebody said Tim Tebow and Johnny Manziel are honorable mentions.
Oh, Tim Tebow was absolutely, because he had the double whammy. He was a white guy and he had the whole God thing going. So he was like, man.
Are we just not going to mention Eminem, or
Eminem's not the Great White Hope, though.
why? Okay. All right. So if we're talking about a great white hope, are we talking about somebody that white people are looking to
yes
rise?
Yes.
Or are we talking about somebody who is white and taking over a black?
Oh, okay. That's a good
I don't
point.
know.
That is a good point. That's a good point. Because I think Dirk was a great white hope for a lot of people.
Dirk, yeah.
Christian
sure.
McCaffrey, they've mentioned him.
Yeah.
So that's a good point in a black dominated
But
league.
who did it better than Eminem?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't really give Eminem his credence. Whoa. You can't give Eminem his credence without acknowledging the hands that kind of ushered him along, and it was a pretty towering figure in the industry as well.
Yeah.
So it's like you cannot disconnect him from Dre, just like you can't disconnect him from 50 either.
That's true.
It's just it's all kind of like a symbiotic relationship
That's
there.
a
So
fair point.
I don't give him 100% great white hope status because of that. And then also he's less white than a lot of great white hopes.
What about Pow Wow, baby?
He's our people's champ.
That's a fact.
He's our people's champ.
That's fair.
Paul Wall don't belong to y'all white people. We got Paul Wall. We had him for a long time.
Mark Wahlberg.
Now, if y'all
Marky Mark.
That's crazy.
Marky Mark.
I don't think all white people like Mark Wahlberg. Do all white people like Mark Wahlberg?
A lot of white people like Mark Wahlberg.
I know a lot of them do, but I feel like it's like he's like one of those polarizing figures. You either really love him or you hate him.
I feel like a lot of black people like Mark Wahlberg, and they shouldn't.
I can't understand why.
Well, he was in Four Brothers. That's why.
Hey, you want to start Behind the Cake?
We're talking about Four Brothers and Behind the Cake.
when he said the N word,
Yep. It was him and Tyrese and Andre 3000.
and they all just sat around and watched him say it.
Oh shit. That's funny. Anyway, Mark Wahlberg got a weird case. Schumacher would say Adele. Anyway. All right. Behind the Cape. We are going to unfortunately start off with the bullshit that is eventually when I get to it in my fucking notes. Blade. As always. We always gotta talk about Blade. Because there's always some bullshit with Blade.
Hey, is ATL Blurred in the chat? I've seen him in here before. I think we got into a little tizzy over this on
What?
Twitter. ATL Blurred. You've seen that name in our chat before, haven't you?
I've seen Blurred. What have I seen?
I got into a back and forth with this man on Twitter over Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, no, it's curtains for Blade. I mean, we all know Blade isn't coming out.
So I retweeted a tweet that says Mahershala Ali is reportedly increasingly frustrated by the delay of making Blade. Marvel Studios presented Ali with a list of directors for consideration following Bassem Tariq's exit. Is that dude's name? Bassem Tariq?
Yeah, Bassem Tariq. That's what I got on your retweet. No,
Hold
but
on,
the
bro.
last,
it was Jan Dimash.
yeah.
Who the hell is Bassem?
Are we on our fourth director
Tariq.
now?
That's what I could have sworn there was somebody in between Bo
You did say something
DeMaio.
about that last time.
Yeah, there was somebody in between Bo DeMaio and Mr. Dimash.
Yeah. But I saw something else that said, no, like this one says, this is an article from Vulture on June 12th that says Marvel's Blade starring Mahershala Ali has gone through 2 directors. And then Variety said the same thing, same day. Filmmaker Jan Dimanche is no longer set to direct Blade.
Again, who is Bassem Tariq?
I don't know. Maybe they go through the third one.
Anywho, I retweeted it. I said, I know this whole saga is allegedly partially Ali's fault. Shout out to Darius on the scoop for that. But this sure does sound like more executive level failures and bad staffing decisions, per the usual for Marvel. Like, okay, let's spin the let's spin the wheels on this. So it's Mahershala Ali's fault for picking Dimash and demanding that Marvel hire him, right? First of all, who is in charge of actually hiring an individual to Marvel Studios? Is it Mahershala Ali? Regardless of
No.
what he requests, is he still in charge of hiring this person?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is he in charge of firing this person?
No.
And then ultimately, even if you listen to every word he says, every last suggestion that he has, if you do it and it still doesn't work out, who's ultimately responsible?
Marvel.
So what the hell are we talking about here? What the hell are we talking about? The big story, the big reason why is that he's been very picky about the story and he's been hard on directors. That's why it's his fault? Oh, y'all got to come with something more than that. You got to come stronger than that, because that sounds like studio propaganda to me.
I'd agree with that.
He didn't hire Jan Dimash. He didn't fire Jan Dimash. He didn't hire or fire Bo DeMaio. He didn't write a script with lackluster fighting scenes where he was the fourth lead in the movie. He didn't write a script where he would eventually be passing his mantle off to a character that nobody knows. He didn't write a script that apparently disaffected all of the stars that were supposed to be adjacent to Mahershala Ali in this project. Delroy Lindo, Mia Goth, gone, both of them from this project. So now at this point, we don't even know who the hell else we're supposed to be excited about seeing in this movie.
And he also didn't give them a $50 to $60 million budget.
Didn't write a 90-page script. Didn't try to hand it in. He didn't do any of that. And being that he didn't do any of that, I think he has every right to be frustrated with it and ask for changes.
Yeah. No, I none of us like where the direction of this movie is going, obviously, but it's just every week now we're hearing more and more news as to why this film is just not happening. It's just not. It's just not.
It may happen. I don't think it's going to happen with Mahershala Ali. I don't think it's going to happen with Mahershala Ali, which is going to doom the film. Which is going to doom the film.
Yeah.
They cannot They cannot. And I'll go ahead and make one of my guarantees. Make it a Charles Barkley guarantee. They absolutely cannot pivot to another actor on this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they can do it. The problem will be now when they see it, you've accustomed everybody for the last going on 6 years now that Blade is Mahershala Ali.
Mm-hmm.
People have been doing fan art. We've been waiting on teaser trailers. You put the man's voice in a movie. Trying to pivot to a Trevante Rose, trying to pivot to a Yelena Noel, trying to pivot to a David Washington at this point is going to fracture whatever interest you had going for this movie already, not to mention it was a cheap film at that.
Yeah.
You were only putting up $50 million for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough weight there, man. And if people come in still expecting to see Mahershala Ali, which they will, because people don't follow trade news, not normie fans, and then they see Trevante Rhodes up there, they're going to be like, it's not Mahershala. Yeah. And then from that point on, you've already lost them. Not to mention your dwindling reputation over your brand as it is. But to let a 2-time Academy Award winner walk away from a Blade project, a character that literally saved your company. I don't think that's a blow that they can stand.
Do you think they could have gotten off a $50 to $60 million budget for this film if they had done everything right?
It would have been less concerning if the things had flowed a little bit better. I don't understand how we are struggling so hard to make a movie about vampires. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And if I was Kevin Feige, if I wasn't over at Deadpool and Wolverine, all of my time would be spent on Blade. I don't know, what else are you doing that's more important than Blade?
The Agatha show.
Lordy.
Yikes. R.I.P. to Donald Sutherland, famous for MASH, amongst a ton of
also
movie work.
President Snow from the Hunger
President
Games
Snow?
series.
Sure. Citizen X.
Yep.
He was in a lot of different movies.
He was one of those guys that just always looked old. I don't think he's ever Donald Sutherland has never looked young. Even when he was young, always looked old.
Yeah, no, I agree. Also gave us Kiefer Sutherland for 24. I just wanted to mention
that's
24.
his family.
Yeah, that's his son.
What? I mean, it makes a lot of sense. He's an actor.
He's also got other sons, I think, that act.
I don't know why I never put that together.
Yeah, well, that's pops. But nice. RIP to Donald Sutherland. Okay, Russo Brothers Netflix project that will star Millie Bobby Brown, of all people.
Which
Obi
means Drake will be at the
Loki.
shoots.
Yo. Giancarlo Esposito.
No, give
Anthony
Obi's
Mackie.
real name. Say his real name.
No. I literally wrote Obi.
Oh, wow. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. Nope. I'm not going to.
You not even going to try?
Shout out to Obi.
No. His real name ain't Obi. He's not Obi in real life. He is.
He gonna try, y'all.
He
gonna try.
Ki Hugh Kwan.
Nope.
Ki Hugh Kwan.
I don't feel like you even said that with confidence.
Ki Hugh Kwan. We got Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Ki Hugh Kwan, and Giancarlo Esposito. Whoa. Anthony Mackie is going to play the taxi driver. And also Brian Cox is there.
Oh, God. Not an ad. What is this? We're going to see. We're going to see if you're right.
From Indiana
Of
Jones
course.
and the Temple of Doom, The Goonies, and his Academy Award nominated performance in Everything Everywhere.
Yeah, he was in that
All
too.
at once.
No, say his name.
Please welcome to the Late Show, King
Wow.
Hugh Kwan.
No, well, no. He
Hey.
said Huey.
First of all,
Huey Kwan.
but you did get it very
no.
close. Colbert has a dead tongue. He probably mistakenly said it wrong.
No, it's Ki Huey Kwan.
No.
And he said that's what he said. But
I said
you
Ki Hu Kwan.
it's Huey, like the street over there.
I don't think Asians pronounce Huey Huey.
That's what he said.
Right. Who
Okay.
do you think is? You think Colbert is pronouncing that correctly?
Fine. Let's see if Jimmy Kimmel's right. Oh, you really want to do it? Oh, okay.
Fam, can you find me an Asian person to pronounce his
Ooh,
name?
or maybe he'll say it on Friday.
Sleep last night. I think it was only 1 hour.
Okay, come on, intro.
I cannot believe I'm in
All right,
4 years old.
all right.
Like a normal kid.
What is your
4
name?
years old. And she's at home watching. Mom, I just want an Oscar.
Yes, you did. Now, what's your name?
I wish she's like a normal kid.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, it's Ki Huey Kwan.
It's not Huey. That doesn't even sound like. Have you ever heard an Asian name with the word Huey in it?
Yeah, but it's not H.
It's not pronounced Huey.
But it is Huey.
I don't think Huey
Yeah.
would be Huey. Huey. I'm
You
trying.
just
I'm trying
said
to make it-
Huey, but you said it like a
No.
little different.
Right. It's pronounced different.
Chat, what we talking about, bro?
Do y'all think Huey is Huey
What we talking about?
for an Asian man? Does that sound right for y'all?
No, but Ki does. Ki Kwan.
Ki Hu Kwan.
Huey Kwan.
Ki Hu Kwan.
Huey Kwan.
It's Ki Huey Kwan or Ki Hu Kwan. Whose pronunciation sounds correct?
His name is Rich Huey Kwan.
It's not Huey. Huey like Huey Freeman?
No, because that's Huey.
No, but this pronunciation is the
it's
same.
pronounced the same,
Stop it.
but it's two different names.
Find somebody pronouncing this man's name.
No, we not about to go down this rabbit hole. Okay, right. Mark got it. Is Shang-Chi 2 even a thing anymore?
I hope not.
Gross.
I hope not. But you know what? That's another one of those plot threads that they never capped off. So you would think it probably has to be.
No facts.
At the end of Shang-Chi, where they were talking to Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner.
It's Shang Huey Chi.
Oh my.
Anyway, yes, he's going to be in the movie along with Giancarlo Esposito, Anthony Mackie,
And Drake's girlfriend.
and Drake's girlfriend. Yes, and Chris Pratt. I think I said Chris Pratt already.
You said Chris Pratt. Yep.
No.
Oh, and Brian Cox.
And Brian Cox.
But
So-
he'll be able to see in this show.
But it's a Russo brothers project.
Is
So-
that offensive?
what?
That he just be walking around pretending to be blind and then walk off set and be, normal?
Well, Stevie Wonder's been doing it for years. I couldn't resist. He's been doing it for decades.
Yikes. Not cool.
He looked through a camera lens. All right, shout out to Stevie. If you're watching. of
What if he
course.
really did have like a experimental surgery and just didn't want to tell nobody? And so he just been out here living his life. People been fucking around with him. I heard a story about Stevie Wonder fighting somebody one time, and it sounded impossible. But having eyesight when no one else thinks that you can see would explain that. Certainly,
telling you, bro, that's the thing.
people have talked about playing basketball with Stevie Wonder, and I just be looking at him like, "Are you stupid?
It's one
Are
thing
you
to have
dumb?
incredible
dumb?
hearing, but it's basketball. That elbow coming for your face, Stevie.
I'm going on fast breaks every time. I'm running the hell away."
Stevie, how did you dodge Draymond's elbow? What's happening here? Anyway,
You see Stevie Wonder in a celebrity game.
I do too. That would be quite the event.
That would be a sight to see.
Brandy also has a new project. You want to tell me about that?
Brandy has a new movie out called Front Room. It looks like a horror film. Trying to get the directors' names up here.
Was she not in a horror film like at the height of her career?
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Or I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Sam and Max Eggers. And honestly, I was not feeling this until I actually got through. It's an A24 film. Until I actually got through the trailer. And I think a lot of people are going to have that knee-jerk reaction watching the first 30 seconds of the trailer. Easy setup. I won't give it away. I encourage all y'all to go YouTube it. But the first couple of minutes is her introducing herself to her new husband's family, or her old elder. I think it's his grandmother or something like that.
Okay.
White man, so obviously white woman, Brandy being black, and so there's obviously some trepidation there. She's saying some off the wall things.
The grandma is saying some off the wall things.
Yeah, and then they have to move into the house, or the grandma has to move into the house, and she takes over the nursery, and that's where I was kind of like, what the fuck is this? And then some other stuff start happening, and then kind of opens up visually, and the music intensifies, and it actually looks like a pretty good movie. So I might be giving that one a look.
It sounds like Brandy Get Out.
I think it's gonna be a little bit more complicated than that.
Does she make Brandy tea at any point?
No, I don't think it's a whole body snatchers thing, but it could be. It could be.
Does she?
I guess we'll have to find out.
Does the grandma want to take over Brandy's body so that she can sing "I wanna be down"? Let you know it, I wanna be down.
I don't think this grandma knows that
I wanna
song.
be down with you. No, she wrote it as Brandy.
Okay, so what's next up on the list?
Why is it when I sing a song I gotta get cut off? That's crazy.
No, I'm not cutting you off. I was just trying to give you a nice, easy segue out of that joke.
That's crazy. You mentioned an acolyte debacle.
Oh my god. So apparently, where do I even fucking start with this show?
With the acolyte,
it is so amazingly bad. It is so terrible that the section of the fan base that's going to stand up for anything that Lucasfilm does had to go into overdrive this week and go after a fellow YouTuber. So I know if you guys have ever seen Star Wars Theory and kind of his reviews on the Acolyte so far, and some of the things that we've all been seeing as Star Wars fans, I'm gonna butcher his name. I'm just gonna call him Squidhead guy.
It's Ki Hui Kwan.
No. No. It's not Squidhead guy. What is his name?
Squidhead? Squid Game?
Kahadi Mondi shows up in the most recent episode of The Acolyte, speaking specifically about this situation where we have a potential Sith master training an apprentice and going about killing Jedi and what have you, when about 75, 80 years into the future, when we're considering letting Anakin Skywalker into Jedi training, the very same guy, the exact same guy. I mean, they go out of their way. It could have easily just been an alien that looks like him 75 years ago. No. They went out of their way to make sure it was that same guy, says in Phantom Menace, but the Sith haven't been around for 100 years. Now, wait a minute, motherfucker. You are the same person on this hologram over here talking about this situation, as well as this person 75 years in the future talking on the council about not seeing Sith. So what the fuck is going on here? We're misfiring, right?
Plot hole.
Big hole. But it wasn't just that. To compound that and to, I guess, fight racism somehow, even though that has nothing to do with what we're talking about
at all.
Well, at least what we're talking about here.
Sure.
There's a site. It's called Wikipedia.
Okay.
Right, and so they catalog canonical history for Star Wars.
Sure.
Do you know these motherfuckers went back and changed his date of birth to fit what was going on in the Acolyte? Like, how big of a shill do you got to be? How big of a shill?
That's pretty trash.
Like, fam, you are a Star Wars Wikipedia. You are the holder of information. You should be the main site holding these fucks to accountable.
That's trash.
That is absolute garbage. Apparently, he was arguing with them online, and some of their fans went after him and stuff like that. I'm really tired of all of this. I'm about to give Star Wars up for good. I'm so glad that we're getting more Dune content because it's going to give me something else sci-fi-esque to watch because I'll never get on the Star Trek train.
Well, I got something else you can watch sci-fi related, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But you know what that reminds me of, them changing that, is how South Park, shout out to anybody who watches South Park,
Timmy, come on.
There's a character on South Park named Token. He's the black kid, right? And throughout the entire series, everybody has known him as Token. Token Black is his name.
Mhm.
And it's supposed to be a funny joke that he's the Token Black on the show. They went back and made his name Tolkien, like J.R.R. Tolkien, and then changed everything. Even the video game has changed to have it
Well, I mean,
Tolkien.
after you've made it as offensive as you've already made it, it's kind of stupid to go back and try to
No,
fix
but they
it
did
now.
it as a joke to make everybody be like, no, his name was definitely Token. But then they changed everything. So literally everything says Token now.
Yeah, maybe that was okay. Well, I
They
don't know.
did it to
I'm not
make-
a South Park
they did it
fan, so
to
I'm not gonna tear it
gaslight
apart. Sure, yeah, they
the
definitely
viewers.
gaslighting us. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was funny. I thought it was funny. Oh shit. I guess I need to go into the next thing.
Mhm.
You know what? I was going to talk about Ice Cube. We'll get into that later. The sci-fi thing I was talking about is the Will Smith sci-fi movie
Yeah.
that I didn't think about until you said that. Yeah, he's going to.
Where
be
was that? I
starring
was already talking about this. Who was that talking? It was
Probably
on
Thursday
Thursday.
night.
Okay. Yeah.
probably.
A point I brought up is that the concept of the movie is that Will's character invents some sort of technology that other people don't want him using, and so they try to discredit him and try to get him out of the way. That concept of people coming up with inventions or patents that are going to change human life as we know it, and they come just short of getting the patent, and then they die shortly after, is a very popular story, right? That's kind of happened all over the Western Hemisphere. So like I think that this movie is going to draw a very particular crowd, a very tinfoil hat conspiracy crowd,
Mm.
which I don't know if that was necessarily what they're going for, but you slap Will Smith's face on the face of a sci-fi conspiracy, you're gonna bring the freaks out for sure. The
Sure.
good and the bad.
Sure. Well,
The good and the bad.
that's a
So
good thing for their pockets.
you know, yeah, I don't know if that was the crowd they were necessarily trying to get, but they're gonna be out there for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm just excited to see, obviously, after the success of Bad Boys 4, to see, if he can get back into his bag of starring in sci-fi films.
I'm gonna need Michael B. Jordan to wrap up his goddamn love fest with Ryan Coogler so we can get I Am Legend to and get started on that. Honestly, if I had my choice, I would definitely get I Am Legend 2 out before this damn Coogler vampire movie.
Mm-hmm.
But his boyfriend's shooting the film, so
His boyfriend.
you gotta go call him. That's what he be acting like before him. He dropped everything for that man.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. So the last thing we got to talk about is last Friday. Apparently, Ice Cube is going to start work on last Friday without anybody.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This one kind of pisses me off because I felt like he took so much time waiting for Chris Tucker to get it together and be like, all right, I'll do it. And then in the midst, we lost Pops, we lost Tiny Leister, we lost do we ever figure out what his name is?
I know his name.
Bad Santa.
Yeah, he wasn't Bad Santa.
He was back. Miss Parker's husband.
Yep. Mr. Parker.
Mr. Parker. Miss Parker's husband. That's crazy. Mr. Parker. Like it's sad that we had to lose people to get to this point. So honestly, I don't want Chris in it. I would be satisfied if Chris wasn't in it because you held up literally. They held it up over you once he got the studio back from, was it Touchstone? Once he got the rights back from Touchstone, or was it New Line? From New Line Cinema.
Yep.
Right? It was a go. Only thing you had to do was say you was down to come back to complete the saga. You could have been a completely different Smokey. You doing all this talking about, oh, y'all don't want to be in there and smoking weed. Man, the amount of stuff I've seen you do in movie roles since then, and you talking about you don't want to be on TV smoking weed is insane. But
Tony Cox.
Here we go.
And then Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac is also unable to make a return.
And then Ezel.
Did Ezel pass?
Yep.
Damn.
Anthony Johnson. Yep. That was in 2021.
Yeah, man. We lost a lot of people waiting on Chris Tucker. So I feel like just off of GP, we shouldn't be involved.
And then everybody's just going to be way older. Like, we're talking about an older Ice Cube, Mike Epps, Chris Tucker.
It will actively piss me off if I see Chris Tucker in this movie. It really will. It'll make me upset.
Yeah, Ronaldo Ray was also in the first Friday. Yeah, man, we lost a lot of them. That's the
You
first
can
one, though.
give Smokey's part to Ricky Smiley, and I'll be satisfied.
Gross.
Because clearly he doesn't want to pay the crackhead Santa anymore.
No, that's fact. But
I was supposed to be Money Mike. It wasn't supposed to be Cat. I got called first, and then I said, "Well, y'all can get that one, the Cat, and I'll be Santa Claus." Ain't that right, Q?
gross.
Ain't that right, Q?
Gross. Let's just not. Let's not. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. No, I think that's it. At least Cat Williams is here.
Polo boy. Let me tell you something, bro. You've been a long time viewer, and I appreciate every comment you have ever left on my videos. But if you come in here making me feel this old ever again, we will have to link up and fight, bro. This man said the whole franchise happened before I was born, and now I'm in college. Hey,
No, that checks.
Jesus.
Friday After Next, 2002.
No, he said the whole franchise. So that's Friday. That's 1999.
No, Friday came out in 95.
95. Sorry.
Friday After Next came out in 02. That's the last one. Came out in 02.
What
So
are you
yeah,
talking-
that reads.
Okay. What do you... He said the whole franchise.
That's my point.
Friday all the way. Oh, because you said Friday After Next came out in
came out in
2002.
02. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he could have been born in 03 and then 20 years later.
I don't think that's what he's in college now. He was born in 04.
20 years later.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. That reads. That reads. That's crazy. Yeah, I feel old now
Jeez
too.
Louise.
Thank you, Polo Boy. He was born in 04. So
we about to square up, bro.
I mean, maybe.
And then if
I'm gonna film it.
If I'm old, I'm just 31.
You know what's crazy is he pointed
Imagine
at
being
me.
41.
Yeah, that'd be crazy because I don't know who's 41. My brother. Oh, got you.
Your twin?
No, I don't have a twin.
You just talked about your brother.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, now you don't have a
My
twin
brother who's way older.
Now you
than
don't have
me.
a twin brother. No, that's crazy. You capping for the stream.
You know what? My brother is actually 41. That's crazy.
You capping for likes and digital hugs.
No, I'm not. I'm not 40.
Capping for likes.
I'm not 40, 41. I'm 25.
His daddy a killer. He want to be junior. He must have forgot the shit that he done.
I am 25, sir.
But let it get shaky. I park his son.
Yikes. Cube will have a bunch of TikTokers in the movie. He will.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He will.
DC Young Fly, the 85 South Boys, they'll definitely be in there probably.
They're not TikTokers. They got enough credits on
Basically.
real things.
I mean, basically.
They're actually podcasters.
I honestly don't see a big degree of separation between what we do and what people do on TikTok. I think it's just a shorter form of content.
I agree. In fact, we should just clip them and
like when people say
I'll let you-
TikTokers, I don't necessarily use that as a derogatory term. It's just another platform that people use to create content. So I don't.
Yeah, I'll clip them and you can run the TikTok.
What?
You gonna run the TikTok?
No.
Why
I'm
not?
not putting TikTok on my phone.
Why not? You got Twitter?
I'm not putting TikTok on my phone.
Yeah, you got-
Twitter doesn't want my keystrokes or my text messages or my emails.
Elon is probably doing something crazy with that shit.
Well, okay. From what I know about the social media networks that I use, the ones that I use most frequently don't need my personal information. Maybe some shopping habits, some things that I do while I'm on the app, but they are not actively trying to get into my phone while I'm using it.
Marcus is 6 months away from paying for his Twitter account.
Hey man, hey listen, if you get enough traction, it may be lucrative. It may be worth it.
I think they do give you a little more traction.
Well, I'm saying if you already have decent traction, if you can get, I don't know, 1,000 to maybe 2,000 or 3,000 impressions a month, you can net some pretty decent money on Twitter. I don't know if I would want to tweet that religiously to make sure that I get those impressions.
Now you need a lot more impressions, I think, to get a paycheck from Twitter.
I don't think it's that much, bro. I think you got to have an overall like total in a year, and then your month to month is something like 2,500 or something like that. It's not a lot to get paid. Now, maybe not to make a whole bunch of money, but just to get a check, it's not a whole lot.
Maybe it's changed, but they were talking like they were getting shit tons of retweets and only getting like $16 paychecks from
Yeah,
Twitter.
that's what I'm saying. You can make money on there. I didn't say you're gonna get rich or make a living.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no. You're just gonna make some cash.
Yeah,
Some
save-
Uber Eats funds or
save your $16
a
Twitter
gas
check.
tank or something.
Am I supposed to post that on Twitter? And
But
be
no,
like, hey,
but you
check
got
me
to
out?
think about some of these other people that post 20 times a day. That may be a lot more lucrative than them.
They be stealing tweets for Twitter checks now. So
They steal tweets for Twitter checks. What does that mean? I'm confused.
I'm sorry, not the Twitter check. I'm talking about like a Twitter paycheck.
They steal and tweet. Oh, meaning they're copying
stealing
other
tweets
people's
to
tweets
get more
to get the
impressions,
paid.
to get paid. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
I don't think I can live with myself being a full-time Twitter nigga is crazy.
If you already racking up those impressions, like if you come up and you get 100,000 views on a tweet, why wouldn't you sign up? Just on something erroneous, like you ain't talking about no celebrities, something you said random, and 100,000 people got their eyeballs on it. Why wouldn't you just sign up and take the check?
I did say something random on Twitter and they got 100 and some thousand.
See, you could have got paid off of that.
They didn't pay me.
You could have got. Oh, you got a blue check. You paying for your blue check?
Well, no.
Okay, so then how could you get paid?
I was also going to say I think that was within this month. I'm talking about
Yeah,
the Metro
you got to. Yeah, I know you got to pay for that blue check.
How many impressions did I get for that? I'm not going to go through it all. Is it somewhere? Fuck it. Anyway, that's Behind the Cape. That's W's and L's Behind the Cape live stream.
That's it. Yeah.
That's everything.
We'll have the reviews up for y'all tomorrow. Power Boys, get those knocked out.
I thought you said Power Boys.
Power Boys is
Power
crazy.
Boys?
Power Boys sounds insane. That's not a show I want to watch.
I agree.
But anywho, give us your thoughts on our dubs and nails in the comments below. Make sure you give us your dubs and nails as well, whether you're on the live or the replay squad. Yeah, I think that's it. You have anything else to say?
What?
Dot fucking mud.
What?
I'm gonna do my stuff.
Why you feeling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? A minor.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Ugh.